Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and this is going to be like new things, and we're going to review this Seamiart watercolor. So I have two of these. I got like the 24 colors. Yes, I have the 24 colors, and the brushes are not here at the moment because I already like put them in another thing, and you can see that I it consists of one like water brush and one regular brush and a sponge. You also have like a swatch card for the watercolors, and they make you like what the watercolor so you know what color it is and how it looks on paper. And as you can see, I already used these watercolors, and there's a little bit of like bad thing about this. It's supposed to be black, but I got two olive green. So this one is I think I don't really know how many, but it's more than the 72. I don't really know how many, but I'll think later. And when you buy the product, you have two swatch card. One for like the normal watercolors, and then the black one is for like the metallic and neon one. So as you can see that I am going to swatch this, and we're going to make like a speed swatch for now because I have nothing else. So I'm going to use like the brush from the other watercolor because this only has like the water brush, and I always do like the line like by a pen so I know how opaque they are and how transparent they are. So as you can see, I am swatching the watercolors, and they're very vibrant. At the same time, they are very, very transparent. Some of them very transparent, even if it's like opaque enough. But a lot of them, especially the darker ones, they are super opaque. And then the the metallic ones and the neon ones, I swatch it on black paper, but I will swatch it behind the yeah. So I have like three of the semi-art watercolor metallics with like three shades: the golds, the golds, the warm and cool colors. As you can see, comparing to the two, I'm it's not really opaque that much, but I know you have to really, really go in deep. Okay, that came out wrong. So here you can see that I swatched them in white, and it's not really, it's not really opaque. It's transparent as fuck, and as you can see, it's not really metallic. It's more of a glittery. But if you see that I with like testing out if it's chalky or not, it's really not chalky. And as the normal watercolor are, they're not really chalky, and you can see that even the opaque ones, it's not really chalky. And then yeah, if you really want to try watercolors, I suggest you use like the Seamiart. It's a little bit pricey for my taste, but it gets the job done. And as you can see that you really, really have to like get in there. No, I'm just kidding. You really have to like get a lot of paint before you get like the opaque amount, because if not, you're going to have like this transparent one. And they could have like made another swatch sheet with the black color, but it's what we get. But we're here for the watercolor, not the swatch paper. So as you can see, comparing the two, they are pretty much alike because they are the same company and the same brand, but only the other one has like a lot of colors. And as you can see, I love this palette. I love this watercolor, and finally I have like the black. So you could order this on Shopee or Lazada. I don't know about Amazon, or I think eBay has it. And yeah, this is like an okay brand. And as you can see, they are pretty much the same, and I like them pretty much both, except this one. Except that the swatch colors, they like what do you call it? They like switch some of the colors, which is a little bit alarming because you really don't know what color it is. And yeah, so I made it like I just erased the names, and then I just change into like like the original one. So here I am doing a traditional art, and this is actually the first time you see me do a traditional art. So the feel of the watercolor is not chalky, it's very very creamy. And as you can see in this speed paint I'm going to do, I'm not going to use like the water brush because I don't know how to use the water brush. So I'm going to use like my my preset of water brush, not water brush but the brushes. So yeah, here we go. We're going to like try it on illustrations, and this is my you actually seen this drawing before. This is like my persona as a witch. You already seen this also. Yeah, you how to make how to use watercolor. You need like a palette, separate palette for it. You need 2 jars of water, clean and dirty. And I'm going this is the first time I actually do like a big piece of watercolor project or like an illustration, and I suck at coloring background. So as you can see that I am trying to make like I'm trying to make like the background like giving it like a darker at the same time luminous effect. In traditional art I could easily do this, but in watercolor you have to use like a lot of water to blend out some of the parts. And as you can see that I layered them like again and again and again. And you can see that I am trying to like make the background more in depth. And I use like a smaller brush. I use I think like 3 or 4 brushes. So you only need like 4 brushes for your illustration. You don't need like a lot of brushes. Don't be like me that I hoard a lot of brushes. And and the watercolor is it's pretty much it's good quality for its price. Unlike well you the opaqueness and then the transparency of the watercolor is amazing, but I really don't know about when it comes to light fast, because I used like the watercolor for my for my sketchbook, only for my sketchbook and such. And you can see that I am trying to darken like the background so it has like a depth to it. And if you made a mistake in watercolor, you can always use a tissue paper like I used like now, and then drying the brushes, you can always use like another set of like paper towel. And yeah, so this is this drawing is, as you can see that it looks familiar to you. If it looks familiar to you, it's actually the one that I used previously to make like a digital art. I could put it like on the top corner to see like the witch series. So yeah, this is the original and this is the first one. I was just doing like a backlog. And yeah, as you can see, if you're going to water paint like the face or the the skin tone, you always need to do like lighter and then darker until you get like your until you get your desired outcome. So I use like you can always use like purples or blues for the depths of the skin or the body, um, because it gives like a realistic look. It's we are not only we are not only gray, not gray, but beige or like peach color. We do have like a purplish or bluish skin tone because of the blood or the veins. You can always use like a little bit of red, but not too much, and to contrast like the red, you can always use like the blue. And then if it's a little bit like on the blue side, you can always like put on more, like you can always put on more put more red or peach or white or brown. It depends on what color, what skin tone do you like. So I'm using the Seamiart water, like the metallic color, because I'm not really I'm not really confident about the like the metallic colors that comes with it. And yeah, you can see that I am doing like the shadowings, and you have to have like a lot of patience when doing like watercolor, because you have to wait for the current layer to dry, because if you like put on another layer, it would bleed through like the layer, and you don't really want to do that unless you have like this on the blush, and then the red. I want like a blush effect that you could use to like put on like the depth of the watercolor. And as you can see that I am like coloring by layers and not right next to the piece that I'm currently working on, because as I said, it will bleed through, like it will bleed through some of the parts you don't want that color to be in, and it would look like a little bit like, well, if it depends on you if you want to blend it through or not. But at this point, I do not want to make, I don't want it to bleed through, because I want to put like a depth on the end. And as you can see, I'm doing like wet on wet technique for the bleeding, and for the like the light that is touching her dress, because it was really next to her body, and behind, like next behind her. And yeah, you can see that it bled through. And I it's a good thing that I think it's pure luck that I like the bleed through, because I got like a depth to it. And you could always watch your like you can always watch your color first before you put to your illustration. As you can see that I'm doing that on the left side of the paper. And yeah, I hope that you're liking this, and on with like a song through everything. By the way, after with the song, yeah, I know it's gorgeous, but yeah, I'm not really going to put song, and I'm just going to look like an idiot. But yeah, I changed like position because it's already nighttime, and it takes like a lot of hours before I finish everything in this like piece. But in the end, I kind of like the outcome. And yeah, I hope that you like this piece as much as I did, because I like how everything turns out. And look at this satisfying not scotch tape, but satisfying tape reveal. Ah, my hand is so big. But yeah, here we go. Ah, that satisfying thing. Oh my god. And I know that it is really far from like the digital one. This has like a bloom to it, only because that I use watercolor and stuff. And you could see that it's getting harder to take the tape up because the paint is a little bit wet and it could rip the paper, and it I know it would rip this paper. By the way, I'm just commentating about this piece because I forgot to record my audio here. See, as you can see, it ripped. Oh god, it's as long as it's not the art piece, and then you can see there the final art piece. Okay, so yeah, I hope that you like that. Like that piece. The watercolor is amazing, and you can always. I will put like the shop below. I will try to find it on Amazon or eBay or whatever site that it could like ship on internationally. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think I need to put like a lot of editing in this. And this is pre-recorded because I'm current. If you can see this, or if this gets like posted on next week, I'll be on our province and I won't be here more often. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams. Bye.